back up, and let's just sort of the fishing rod's still out there, and let's see what happens. Maybe I'll catch some leather boots or something. Wow, a salmon. All right, hold on. Whoops. Let's cook that salmon. I see 2 pumpkins off at about 9 o'clock. Using the clock coordinate, the clock scale. 2 pumpkins, I think, off at 9 o'clock or so. Oh, there you go. It's another salmon. All right, let's eat a salmon. Just fish. Did that one bite twice? It didn't. I thought that I would have reeled that one in, but he came in. And when I was going after the spider, there seemed to be some kind of delay in when I pushed the sword button. That one I did too early. When I pushed the attack button, the left mouse button, it didn't strike. So I'm going to be interested to see eventually. There was an issue with creepers, and dealing with creepers in the other game. We'll see how this one works. Again, just because they're saying it's 187 doesn't necessarily mean that it's exactly the same. It doesn't mean that it's exactly the same. I have, again, I don't know if they're for Windows or for Linux or whatever it might be, older launchers, but I'm not sure this is exactly, it might not be exactly the same game. But we'll see. But only time will tell. Only time will tell. I don't know what's going on. Alright, there's another salmon. And caught another fish. Hungry decisions. Rarely is a hungry decision a good decision. In fact, it's kind of like, that happened and I knee-jerked. There's really no such thing as a good knee-jerk. A knee-jerk always implies that's kind of what a knee-jerk. Oh, I knee-jerked and I took the Ming vase and it broke. A knee-jerk, just like I made a hungry decision. You could say that's right. Could I somehow combine the words hungry and decision and put them into one word? And again, the idea of a hungry decision means that it was a bad decision. I went to the store and I made a hungry decision. Bad decision. That's what it means. I knee-jerked. That means, again, what a knee-jerk usually results in a confession. You got to confess something or you got to apologize. Usually a confession and an apology come together. So that's right. A knee-jerk decision is basically a hungry decision, but a knee-jerk reaction. Almost always a bad one. It's, someone sticks a hot prod into you. Well, whatever you usually don't paint a Van Gogh when somebody sticks a hot prod into you. Usually, a tornado never builds anything when it goes through the trailer park. All it does is it destroys things, and that's what happens with that's what a knee-jerk decision is, or a knee-jerk reaction is. Hungry decision. All right, so my hearts are filling back up here. My hearts are full, and my belly is full now, and the wheat is growing. I've got this fishing rod, and I keep catching bones. I can use the bone meal to speed up the wheat growing process. That's 9 bone meals right there. And again, playing 187, is it the right decision? I don't know. I don't know whether it's the right decision, the wrong decision. But that horse, I got the horse. It was a nice horse. But I feel like that the head was bouncing up and going up and down twice as fast as it should have been. Maybe it wasn't. I just haven't played this. I haven't played with a horse in a while. That's right. Kind of a knee jerk, but I'm sensitive to the changes in 112 to begin with. And so, coming back to what I would consider to be a comfort zone in a way, I think 187, maybe this is pre-Microsoft purchase, or maybe there's, I'm not sure when Microsoft, I could look into it, when Microsoft purchased Mojang, but before the combat update. And like I said, the combat update basically killed the game. It was like the monsters striking back, or something like that. But again, when I went after that spider just a little while ago, and I pushed the left button here, it didn't strike right away. It didn't strike right away anyway. So we'll see what happens. But again, the horse being, I don't know if you literally put straws on a camel's back. If you literally put straws, although you'd probably just start out with a big bale of hay or something like that, 2, 3, 4. Would there literally be a straw that breaks the camel's back? If you'd have to hold the camel still somehow, because it would obviously try to get that load off of it. But would there literally be a straw? It's a figure of speech. Would there literally be a straw that breaks a camel's back? What about, it's kind of the same conversation as when does a pond become a lake, when does a hill become a mountain? It's kind of the same conversation. If I had straw, each piece of straw doesn't weigh, wow, that one flew in. Straw doesn't weigh very much. But if I had something, I don't want to, maybe not steel, because steel's real strong, or like metal. But if I had a 2x4 and it can support a certain load, right? A 6-foot 2x4, which 2x4s aren't 2x4 anymore, actually, right? They're 1 1/3. They're 1 1/3 by 3 1/3. They're not even 2x4s. It's just a figure. 2x4 is just a figure of speech. But that's right. If you ever measure a 2x4, you'll see they're not actually 2x4 anymore. They're saving wood. But if I had straw and I started loading it on to a piece of wood, we'll just call it a 2x4 because it's easier. Again, that piece of wood can only support so much weight. Would there actually be a straw? Like if you keep adding straw on top of it, would there actually be one piece of straw that would break it? A piece of straw doesn't weigh very much. It'd be interesting. You'd think something on like, if you ever watched Top Speed, the show with the cars where they do funny stunts. That's one of those little things, like how stuff works, or with Bill Nye the Science Guy or something. Like, was there actually a straw that will break this camel's back? Literally, technically, you'd think there might be. Like it's a breaking point. Okay, now I think the sun's going down, but it's hard to tell because it could just be going behind the hills. But I've got enough fish here. 4 regular fish and 1 or 2, 3 salmons. All right, so here we've got wheat growing. Got plenty of fish for dinner. Wheat growing. I guess I could stand out there in that dirt and fish also. I've got replanting to do if I want to, and I don't know if I want to, but by leaving the stumps, at least I have the option of putting the trees back exactly where they were. At least I have that option right now. I'd like to leave the landscape alone for the most part. Again, the land is very happy to accommodate a home. The land is very happy to do certain things. but even the land has its limits. So it's a very accommodating land. Okay. Let's cook this. What's that? That's cooked fish. Right. Okay, so I still don't have a bed, but at least now I've got some food. That's right, but at least now I've got some food. All right, 10 minutes and 41 seconds here. Let's finish cooking this portion of the fish. Then I'll end this recording.